Good afternoon, card community. It is RJ. It is Sunday, so it is time for the Sunday Trivia Recap. All right, time for some great trivia and giving away great prizes. Happy Sunday to everybody. It is Hall of Fame induction weekend, in case you're interested in such things, which I will be watching that as soon as I get a chance. To that end, the cards you see on the screen there are two of the inductees today, Mr. Adrian Beltre and Mr. Todd Helton. Joe Mauer's getting in, as well as Jim Leland through the Veterans Committee as a manager. We'll talk more about that later. Today, still with the All-Star Game theme of this month, since it is All-Star Month. Monday's question: in what city did the highest scoring All-Star Game ever occur? Now, I said it was an obvious answer. There were really two obvious answers you could go with. You could have gone with Wrigley Field in Chicago, because that is well known as having a high-scoring game if the wind is blowing out. The other one is the Colorado Rockies in Denver's Coors Field. This is the first ever yearbook of the Colorado Rockies from 1993. That was your answer. In 1998, they hosted the All-Star Game, and the score was 13-8. Highest scoring game ever. So, the prize you were playing for, in keeping with the theme, was from 2003 Topps Gallery, the Hall of Fame edition. I'm still trying to give away all these cards. I got a small stack, and I'm just handing them out as my prizes for all the trivia questions. So Robin Roberts and Jim Bunning, two Hall of Fame Phillies pitchers, is what you're getting today, if you're lucky enough to get this question. So the individuals up here on the screen were kind enough to throw out a guess. Scroll down, let you see your name on there. If you don't see your name, it's my fault, but I'm sorry. I'm a one-man show. I miss sometimes. You're getting free cards, so please don't lodge a complaint to the complaint department. No one's listening. If I make a mistake, I'm sorry. A little editor's note: if you won last week but didn't receive your cards, that's because I haven't sent them. I've been lazy about that, so I'm sending out 2 packages this week. We have 6 total packages for whoever wins. So anyway, we will shuffle once, as we always do on my channel, and spin. You must hit 3 times in order to win on my channel. I do that because it is there's not a lot of people join, and it's easier for me to draw out. I like to draw out the suspense, give everybody more of a shot to win than they otherwise would have if I just spun once and done. So here we go. Good luck to everybody on this one. So I will say this week, I was thinking about not doing any videos. I'm still pondering that. I haven't pre-filmed yet. I got a lot of things at my LCS yesterday. So as we're sitting here together, I'm pondering just not doing a video. It is my intent. I have made all arrangements necessary to go to the National this coming week. Basically, my thought is I want to go, my main and primary objective, what I really want to do is get to the YouTube gathering on Thursday night. That is my primary goal. I'm probably just going out there. I'm going to drive from where I live out to Cleveland. I've done it before a couple times. There's family out in that neck of the woods, so I've driven that drive a couple of times, and I know what I'm in for. But I want to, again, get out there for the YouTube gathering. I will be there Thursday night, unless something drastic happens. It is my intent to go. I'm actually getting the car serviced the day before, just to make sure it's in good shape. It's due for regular service. And then I'm going to go to the YouTube gathering Thursday night. It's got a limited time frame because they rented a building. And then at the end of the event, I'm literally just going to go find a nearby hotel. I'll probably drive an hour or two away from the venue. I'm not going to stay anywhere near Cleveland. It's just going to be too crowded with other YouTubers and other people attending the show. So I'll drive, well, I should say more like a half hour to an hour away from Cleveland. And I am considering buying a ticket. I haven't done it yet. Pre-buying a ticket for Friday's National. Go to the National for the first time ever. I just never bothered to go to the National because I know what a crap show it is. I'm sorry. I know how crazy the National is. I've been in this business a long time. I've been a collector for a long time. And I've heard nothing but horror stories from the National, how long the lines are, how long you have to wait just to get in. I used to be an autograph collector. Oh, wait, let me take a pause here. That is 3 for Robert Springs. Congrats to Robert. Robert has won once before on my channel, so I'm pretty sure I have your address here, Robert. Congrats to you. You'll get those 3 awesome cards, or 2 awesome cards. Moving on to Wednesday's question. We can click over here, Wednesday. Wednesday's question, in All-Star Game history, there have been 3 pitchers who have won the All-Star, who are credited with the victory, or no, who have started the All-Star Game. I'm sorry, yeah. They have been tagged or given the honor of starting the game for their team, for their league, 3 different times. Name all 3, or 5 different times. 3 different pitchers have started the All-Star Game 5 times. 5 different times. Name all 3. So from oldest to newest, the answer is Lefty Gomez of the Yankees. Makes total sense. Surprised in a way Whitey Ford didn't get the nod, but there were a lot of great American League pitchers at the time. Then Robin Roberts for the Phillies. Kind of surprised some of the other great Dodgers or Braves starters didn't edge him out in some years, but he got 5 times. That is my 1961 Topps card of Robin Roberts. And then lastly, Don Drysdale. Here's his 1969 card. I never bothered to get this one graded. It's so incredibly off-center. In fact, the registration's a little off too, so I never bothered to get this one slabbed. It's just part of my Hall of Fame binder. So those are the answers to that question. What you're playing for on this one, 2 great Los Angeles Dodgers players, Brooks Robinson and Don Sutton. Duke's listed as a Brooklyn Dodger here, but he did play for the LA Dodgers a couple of years. And certainly Sutton had a well-traveled career, but started and ended with the Dodgers. So that is the answer to that question. That's what you're playing for. 2 more cards from the All-Star, Topps All-Star Gallery edition of 2003. So again, we are here. We will shuffle once. Well, actually, before I shuffle once, Robert, you are out. You cannot win but once a week on my channel. So we will shuffle the remaining names and spin. Good luck to everybody on this one. So like I say, I very much want to go to the YouTube gathering. I finally, I'm going to get a chance to say hi to these guys. You know, introduce myself in person to some of these guys that I've seen on the YouTube for so often. To be quite honest with you, probably the guy I most want to chat with real quick is Ray from Philly, since he's local and he and I both share a passion for Mike Schmidt. So if you happen to be at the National, if you happen to be at the YouTube gathering, I'll be looking around for somebody to sit down and chat with. If you see me and want to call me over, I greatly appreciate it. It is my intention to bring a lot of stuff to hand out to people. I like to, you can see from what I'm doing here, trivia and prizes, I like to give away things. Almost invariably, they are extras of my collection. I get doubles and triples and, you know, whatever. And I am not a person who concerns myself too much with the value of cards. I mean, everything has value. You don't necessarily want to just give away something of extreme value. It's just not smart with your money, but I do that a lot. I tend to give away cards to people I know want them, even if it is sometimes worth a lot of money, because it's not doing me any good just sitting there. Sure, I could try and sell it, but that takes some effort, and I probably won't get a good, what I think is the right price for it, so I'll be giving it away for less. Jeremy Michaels. Let me take a pause on my story. Jeremy, congrats to you, sir. That is 3 for you. You'll be getting these awesome Dodger cards. Congrats to you. Moving on to the last one. Friday, I asked this interesting question. I said, the All-Star Game, for the longest time in recent years, the American League has been winning. With some regularity, they have been winning. Such that you would think, if you were a person who didn't know any better, you would think that perhaps the American League has won a vast amount more in the overall history of the game than the National League. The truth is just the opposite. It's very close, believe it or not. The American League is ahead now in overall record. However, for the longest time, the National League was ahead. So at some point in the past, it flipped. At some point in the past, the American League took over leadership from the National League. So I said, in what year did that happen? In what year was it tied? In what year was the record of All-Star Game victories a tie between the American and the National League? Now, it didn't occur to me, and it should have, that when the All-Star Game began, the truth is the American League was the most powerful league at that time because the Yankees ruled the world. So, in truth, the American League started out winning most of the games, and then suddenly the National League got better. And at some time in the 1960s, the National League tied the American League. That happened in 1964. That was the time that both teams had 17 wins. You can see there in the little diagram. So they were even in the record of All-Star Game competitions. And the National League went on a tear. Then eventually the American League, in their power with the DH, I think the American League took over. And when did that happen, I asked. So that was the answer I was looking for. The answer to that question was in 2017. So in 2017, it was tied again. The records were each one had 43 victories, and there were 2 ties. The All-Star Game has ended in ties a couple of years, mostly because it's just an exhibition game. You do not want to put these high-priced players through extra innings just because it's a show game. It's a showpiece. When you get to a certain number of innings, you're going to stop the game and send these guys home. They're not going to play 23 innings for a freaking showcase. So the records were 43, 43, and 2 back in 2017. That was the answer I was looking for. Everybody here on Friday's thing, everybody here was kind enough to throw out a guess for that one. There you are, everybody's name. Robert is out. You can only win once a week on my channel. Like I said, and Jeremy Michaels, there you are. You're out as well, sir. So we got only 9 people left, which are playing for our 2 legendary Milwaukee Braves players, Warren Spahn and Eddie Matthews. So that's what's up for grab on this one. We will spin, we'll shuffle once again and spin. Good luck to everybody here. So yeah, I'm going to go to the YouTube thing. I'm going to bring stuff to give away, just in talking to people. If I hear somebody say they're interested in this or that guy, I'll probably reach into my bag, pull out and say, hey, I got something. Do you want this? Is this of any interest to you? I'm just going to bring a bunch of crap, looking to give it away to people I meet, just because I enjoy that, believe it or not. But yeah, I will definitely be at the YouTube thing, and I'll drive to a hotel, spend the night somewhere. And then I'm planning on, at the moment, I'm planning on going to the National itself. It is not a high priority for me. It just is not. I'm fine waiting until the next Philly show, because I live, within a reasonable driving distance to the Philly show. Shoot, I'm less than an hour away from the Philly show. Oh my gosh, did Lisa Z just hit? Nope, close. I thought Lisa Z hit, but she's there. So you got 2 already, Lisa. So yeah, I was wondering if I would, if I'm going to go to the National, I'm going to be there. Do I actually want to go to the National? Yes, in a way, I want to go and walk around. You never know what you might find there. Probably be a few people giving things away. Hunter Boucher, Hunter, congrats to you, sir. That is 3 for you. So you'll be getting these 2 awesome cards. let me finish my story real quick. What I said is I'll probably go to the National on Friday. I will probably pre-buy a ticket. I'm definitely going to the YouTube gathering this year. I've already made all the arrangements. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to be there. I'm very excited to meet everybody. I'm not a high-profile guy. I'm not Mike Moynihan. I'm not Dave Blue Jacket 66. I'm not Silver Jackify, the guys who are legendary in the hobby. That's not me. I'm just a guy who enjoys collecting. So, I'll be there. If you see me, if you know me, come up and say hi. If I see you and I know you, I promise you I will come up and say hello. Looking forward, like I said, to meeting Ray from Philly. I want to sit down and talk with John, Wade Boggs fans for a while. Some of the other regular YouTube guys that I see, I'm looking to meet them in person and getting to know them a little better. That's one of the reasons we do this, isn't it? Is to meet to build relationships with our great collectors. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. Another editor's note, I decided I'm not going to make videos this week. I'm going to skip this week, so there'll be nothing to watch starting tomorrow, no videos. I'm not going to have a trivia recap next Sunday. I'm going to take this week off, pay attention to the work for the few days I am working this week, and then just enjoy myself at the National on Thursday and Friday without any worry about posting things. Maybe I'll come back with some content for next week. I know I do have some content for my LCS pickups this week that I could showcase, but I've decided I'm not going to make any videos at all this week. So that's all I have for today. If you enjoyed that, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. I really do appreciate your support as I try my best to support everybody else in this great card community, all right? Thanks for watching. I hope to see you out there at the YouTube gathering or maybe walking around the National on Friday. That's when I'll be there. Thanks for watching. Have a great week and take care.